Hi everyone, it's Bobbi-Jo and welcome to my home. I'm coming to you with the third installment, I think, of our calligraphy series. We're just working our way through this book. This is a Learn With Me series. It's not me. I am picking up tips here and there, and I will pass those along, but it's me, and it's you and me working our way through this together and learning if we had to try to do calligraphy. So we have started with the basics, which was this stroke right here. I do want to backtrack a little bit though, because what I was finding, I want to get consistent with the angle that I use for the nib. So essentially what I've learned is that the nib should be angled 30 to 45 degrees. So you're going kind of like this across the page. If you're not sure about what 30 or 40 degrees is, you can do one of two things. You can either do a right angle, and then this is approximately that, or slightly to the, so about that. Or you can do a circle and just put 12, 6, 3, 9, and right here, well, actually, I'll make this a little bit bigger for you. All right. And this is not my idea. I got this out of a lot of research. 9, and then we've got 6, and then 8, and then 2 right here. So it is between the 8 and the 2 in this case. So if you're looking at a clock, it's between the 8 and the 2. So, and I find that the lines are coming out a little bit better. I also learned that it's better if you can come up a little bit on the pen, so that you're not down like here, where you're more down, you're more around this angle. I'm practicing with it, of course, but I feel comfortable where my fingers are around here. The other thing is that a lot of the motion is coming from your wrist and your elbow and shoulder, as not as much from your fingers. So if I do that, so those are a few tips that I've picked up. But in our book, she did say you should never move the pen in your hand. It should always be kept at a same angle on the page. So try to get in between where it's flowing well for you, and you're doing between, the angle is, so my angle here, I'm hoping I'm doing that right. So I can't, of course, do calligraphy this way, but the angle is 30 to 45 degrees, whatever flows well for you. Also, while learning the basic strokes, always begin with many small strokes to be sure that you have the nib on the page correctly and at the bottom at the proper angle. So what I'm taking from that is we're going to do our serif, and we're going to bring it down bring it over. And that was the last thing that we went over the last week. So this is what I've been practicing all week. Is one, I've been still going back to the serif because I want to get that a little bit smaller. And that's going to always be the beginning that you use, is that serif. And the serif is this thing right here. And I'm trying to get mine shorter because I find it too long. But maybe I find it too long because I'm not thick enough on my lines. So yeah, it's taking a lot of practice. I'm sure once I start writing, I'm going to be doing better. The reason I say that is my normal fluid motion is my normal fluid motion is to be at a slant and not, I guess, not be straight up and down and things like that. I have the tendency to want to slant my letters, and I think once I get to the point where we're forming actual letters, I'm hoping that it comes out a little bit more fluid for me. And this is after today, we will be into doing the styles of the letters. So yeah, but I am having a hard time not slanting, I guess. It's and if you see this E type thing, it is kind of a little bit curved a little bit on this particular one. Ignore my ink stain. It is a little curved slightly. So yeah, I think I'll do better after that. So what we're doing today is we're going to start on figure 6, and we're going to do what we've been doing, like this one up here. But we're going to be doing, instead of having the last line, we're going to do the top line first, so that we're making an F. So that's what we're going to practice first. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you there. That's what we're going to practice first. So there you are, so you can pause. It's this one right here. Okay, so let's practice that. Yeah. Needless to say, I need the whole pad. Because like I've done, and then I had a hard time like just having a straight line across. Oh, there. So I even started, like, tried to practice just doing straight line, like, but I do find it's a little bit easier if I just use my fingers the least amount as possible, but use my wrist the most. And yeah. Anyways, let's start this F. And oh, Mario's on his way in. We have decided to give up our car. So I can't wait for this experiment. And that's what it's going to be initially, is an experiment. and see if we can do it. So definite, see, that's one of those lines where I want to slant it off. So our lease was coming due, and we use our car very, very, very low amount. And we're in a city, we're in the city. See, I'm not making my, I've got to make my, if you're wondering why I have this box underneath, I did some research and I noticed that I learned that your elbows kind of, it's not supposed to be on the table, but it's supposed to kind of skim the table. And my chair is quite high, and so my craft desk is lower than it, so I was at the wrong angle. It's kind of a, yeah, you kind of have to graze the table that you're working on, and I figured this was easier to do than going and looking for better tables, a table to do it at. So I'm going to try to make this a little bit better. See, if I make sure I'm at that 45 to 45 to 30 degree angle, I don't do too bad. Sorry if you hear Mario there. We've been stocking up because we're trying this. Now, if it doesn't work out, we'll just go and buy, I think we'll get a secondhand car. But we're hoping that because of all the services we have in Moncton, that we're hoping that we don't need the car, is what we're. So we're stocking up for a little bit. We've got plenty of litter. We've got what we can't get from Amazon. We can either, number one, take a taxi because it's very, very little because we're so close to everything. Or we can, another thing we can do is we can have groceries delivered. There is a service here in Moncton that will deliver your groceries. They shop for you. So I think we'll do pretty good. I went to Michael's today to take advantage of a sale, so, and the fact that I will be not going as often, or if I need something, I can't just pop down kind of thing. So, but our gas tank has been, like, it's, that was a good line. Our gas tank is lasting us like a month and a half, so we don't really drive a lot. not doing very well, am I? But practice makes perfect, I suppose. I gotta realize I'm learning, I guess. I want to be a perfect right from the start, and I can't. I still need some help getting those horizontal lines straight. And I keep wanting to like have something on the like that. I don't know why I don't know whether it's the angle. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not at the right angle because I'm not. You can kind of tell when you're not flowing right. And it's usually because of your angle. Oh, I've been practicing that so much that I automatically did it. Okay, so our second thing that we're doing today is this one. So I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. The other ones look like letters, but anyways, we'll do it. So first, and then you move over, you do another one of those, and then you put the line in between. Make sure, of course, that it's coming out a little bit from there. And yeah, it's let's see how we do with it. I will let you pause. Okay, so let's see how we do. So we do, and then see it's all, yeah, I'm still having a hard time with that. Oh, that one I didn't do too bad. I guess it's all, for me, it's all about keeping my angle correct. That's what I have to practice the most. Being on the right angle to my paper. Slowing down is my problem too. All right, we'll do one more line, and then we will wait until next week and then start our actual letters. If I know we've done a few letters here. See, I always, for some reason, I'm too shaky, I think, with those lines. But yeah, so next week we will start actual letters, and I think it's going to be easier for me anyways, once we start having flow. I think but maybe I won't. Maybe it's gonna be a struggle, but we will get through it together. Where, you know, I want you guys to know that, see that wave that I get sometimes? I want you guys to know that we're all in it together. So we are making mistakes and having our successes together. So I'm going to be practicing. I would suggest, and I will let you pause on this one here. And these are the steps that we've learned. So the serif, what's called the serif, and then this one. Then we went to this one. Then we added a line up here. We added a line in the middle. And then we jumped to an F. So we did our serif and down, and then we did top and then middle. And then we did this funky kind of H thing. So there it is. So yeah, so practice makes perfect. I don't know when mine's gonna get perfect, but Make sure that you have a little bit of cushion underneath so that you have good contact and that your elbow is just skimming your desk, and that your angle of your nib is between 30 and 45 degrees. So try that, you guys, and I will catch you next week. All right, bye-bye.